there, I'm going to take you through a quick Photoshop tutorial on creating a pattern or how to do the pattern overlay. We're going to do both of those today. So first of all, I have to go get my images. So I'm going to go ahead popping into Google Chrome. Excuse me. And I love these sweet little pine trees right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on them. And I will go ahead and download. Looks like they're already a PNG file. Yes, and they are. And since I'm doing something super small, I'm going to go ahead and choose the smallest size and then download, making sure I know where it goes. So I know it's going in my desktop. Remember, if you want to change where it goes, you just have to click the pull down and then you can change whether you wanted the documents, Creative Cloud, etc. So this is going to go in my desktop. I need to pay attention that it's saved as pine trees. I'll come to my Photoshop and I'm going to go, sorry, this was a previous project, File Open. Let's go grab those pine trees. I know that they're in my desktop. And here they are, the sweetest little pine trees ever. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open a template of the greeting card. So I'm going to go File to Open. I've already downloaded a template from the Google Drive. And it looks like I'm going to do the postcard, the 4x6 postcard PSD, which I know is a Photoshop file. Like we went through, when you do a U-printing template, it'll say on your layers panel that, hey, stop here. You're not really going to put anything in here. This is just to tell you the directions. I can unlock this, and then after I've read it and I've gone through the safe zone, trim, and bleed and border, I can go ahead and hide this. And I still have these 3 non-printable guides. Remember, if you do not like them, you can always go up to View and then down to Show and then uncheck guides. But I love them, and I love to have Snap on because if you have a graphic, it will snap it to the side. So I really like to do that. And so they did a great job of coding the template for green here. So I'm going to put anything in this artwork. So I'm going to go ahead and even go one better than that. I click on the green part of your artwork here, then I'm going to create a new layer. So now I have my postcard set up, ready to go. This is the safe zone for text. This is the trim line. This is the bleed line. Okay, we went over that in class. So I'm going to take my pine trees. Now, since this is a PNG file, I can easily go to my Move tool and pop them over and then down. And look how sweet that is. Super simple. And I can also do my Alt Drag if I wanted to get a little grove of pine trees. How cute is that? It looks like I need to move them all over a little bit if I'm going to do that. So again, I hold down Option or Alt with my keyboard, and I wait for my mouse to turn into those 2 white and black arrows, and then I can copy everything. Now remember, if I wanted to change just one part of a tree or one pattern of a tree, I can do my select and mask on each layer. So I'm going to do that for probably one in the middle. So I'm going to go up to select, down to select and mask. I will go to my object selection tool and just pop over, trying to see which one it has selected. Oh, that did not work at all. So I will do it a little different way where I will add a layer mask. Or I will object selection. There we go. And I'm not sure that's going to work the best, so I will do the pattern overlay on another tutorial once I start with the trees. So I really like how this is set up. So I am going to just hide these for a hot second and come back into my pine trees and do the tutorial for a pattern. So I go up to the good old-fashioned making sure that my layer is unlocked, up to select, down to select and mask. Then I will go to my object selection, do my selection area, and it didn't quite grab everything. So I'm going to have to go ahead and there we go and grab it. Then I'm going to click OK. And now I have my layer mask. Here's where the fun comes in. If I do hold down Command and click on my layer mask thumbnail, that will select only the trees, only the trees. And then from here, I can go to my layer style, add a layer style, and then choose my different overlays. So if I went to blending options, and remember I can click in the layer style and move it around, and I wanted to change with a different pattern, obviously we don't want leaves, so I can click on the word pattern overlay, come over to the right, use my pull down. It does have water, it has the defaults, but if I would like to add a pattern to this, it's super easy. So what I will do is I'm going to get snowflakes. Okay, so I'm going to go into Google Chrome and I'm going to just search for snowflake pattern for Photoshop. I'm going to see what patterns it comes in. A little sweet little pattern. I really like this one. Let's see what this one's going to look like. So I'm going to do a right click, save image as, and this is called snowflake pattern. I know it's in my desktop. That's good. Click save. Then I'm going to head back to Photoshop. I'm going to go file open and open that snowflake pattern that I just downloaded. And it's very easy. I'm going to unlock it once just because that's what I want my pattern to be. I go to my rectangular marquee tool or whatever selection tool you'd like. I'm going to make a selection around it. Then it's very easy. Here's the magic. Edit, down to define pattern, up to edit. So you make any selection area, up to edit, down to define pattern, and we're going to name this snowflake. Snowflake. There we go. Click OK. I'm going to go back to my postcard, to my pine tree here rather, excuse me. Come back to my pattern overlay. You can go to blending mode if you do like that pattern. Go to pattern overlay, use your pull down, and lo and behold, my downloaded pattern will be available there. Then I can even put a stroke around there. This is way too much. I had that for a previous project. If I wanted to put a tiny stroke around there, even change the color, I don't know what that would look like. Give a little bit of definition here. I would Command D. And then now I can simply do another click and drag to my postcard, and I have the pattern that we just created. I can Command D, grow this pattern. Don't forget that I do have the opacity. Okay, and we also have your layer blend modes that we played with. All right, so that is how you can use a bunch of different effects for really creating. I'm going to actually also, before I leave you, talk about text for a hot second. So I wanted to use this, go to my text tool, and anytime you click into that color picker, okay, you can choose a color or watch what happens to my mouse. It changes to an eyedropper. Let's say, for example, I wanted to pick up that particular blue or even this particular pink or orange color, yellow, old gold, light blue. I can click here and it picks up the exact color of those trees. So then I can I can change, I can say thank you. And if I wanted to choose another color, go to my text tool thing and then try to pick up that tiny little pink, and here is the pink. So this is the exact pink or the exact yellow, and thank you. And then I could come back here. I could move this around however you would like to do it. And then once we're finished, okay, I want you to definitely hide the template. You can keep all the guides there. We're going to go File, Save As. File, Save As. Click on your computer. You can always save to the cloud also, which is what I'm going to do. Click on File, then now make sure instead of Photoshop, I choose Photoshop PDF. Photoshop PDF. Also make sure that it's saved as your first name, last name card, so I know in the assignment what to use. then click Save. So then it's going to ask you, hey, what kind of PDF preset do you want? We definitely want high quality print. We would never choose this for digital because the file would be way too large. So we definitely either want high quality print or press quality. Press meaning that it goes to the print shop. So high quality print or press quality, and then click Save PDF. Yes, I do want to preserve this. And so now that is the PDF that you would send to the print shop. Okay, that's the file that you will drop in your assignment link. So thank you guys very much. Happy Photoshopping.